This episode is brought to you by freedadcourse.com. You are always one conversation away from changing your life, and the power of hello is something that I subscribe to every single day, and I'm always saying hello to new people everywhere I go. Increasing your opportunity, increasing your connection, and getting access to the solutions to the problems that you are facing, whether you're on active duty or just beginning your veteran transition or even transitioning out for 20 years. On the other side of hello are the solutions that you're looking for. Again, head on over to freedadcourse.com. Get your 5-episode audio course to create more connection, create more friendships, and get back to living the life that you're trying to design.
Dory 1, this is Fire Team Delta. Dad's coming home.
Welcome to the Military Veteran Dad Podcast, where it is our mission to bring every dad home. I am your host, Ben Killoy. I'm a United States Marine veteran, husband, and a father. We will bring authentic conversations to inspire action in your life so we can close the gap between the dad you are today and the dad you want to be tomorrow. This is the Military Veteran Dad Podcast.
Welcome back, guys. It is Friday. It is your official welcome to the weekend. Today, let's talk about ice cream. Ice cream? You're probably thinking, Ben, why in the world would we talk about ice cream on a dad podcast? Well, if you're a dad, you already know that ice cream is this super-like substance that can universally change and morph a child's behavior. It's like this own sugary superpower that no other sugary substance truly has. I would say it's even more powerful than candy. And this super awesome substance we call ice cream is what I want to dive into today. Yes, I am talking about ice cream here today. So today I want to give you my best dad hack for adventure. So if you've been listening to the podcast over the last 3 months, we've done quite a bit of stuff on adventure. Today I want to give you the best breadcrumb to plan an adventure without planning an adventure. Let's call this the unadventure because it starts with just ice cream and then ends up being an adventure. So what I want you to do if you want to do something this weekend is go on Google Maps, look for an ice cream shop, zoom out in your state, type ice cream, and see what comes up. Now, you might already know all the local places, especially if you have kids, because, again, there's this super magical substance called ice cream that just magically will change a kid's behavior. But I want to challenge you to find one that's an hour to an hour and a half away. I want to find an ice cream shop that is outside your zone of normal things you do, that is maybe directed towards a larger city, or maybe the opposite of more like nature and wilderness type idea. But find an ice cream shop that is an hour to an hour and a half away. Throw a bunch of stuff in the car, maybe basketball, maybe a baseball, maybe some frisbees, maybe even something as bold as swimsuits, because you never know what you're going to find. Find an ice cream shop an hour and a half away. And then once you get there, then plan what's next. You could have ideas. You could do a little bit of R&D research, maybe look for an interesting playground in the town where this ice cream shop is, maybe check out and see if there's a city pool. So you could cheat a little bit and get some ideas. But the idea that I want you to start with is find an ice cream shop an hour and a half away. Because if you sell it to the kids as we're going to go for ice cream at this new place that Dad found, you're going to, one, get them excited, and two, it's going to be this window and door for them into this whole beautiful day that begins with ice cream, but gets you into a mode of outside your comfort zone, doing things you normally don't do, but doing it from a place of spontaneity. Now, that's what I want you to do. I want to tell you where this idea came from. So last August, I had to figure out what to do with the kids because my wife wanted to have a girlfriend party at our house. And I was like, what am I going to do with the kids all day? And so I was like, let's just start with an ice cream shop. So I picked about 2 hours away, started there. We went there and we're eating the ice cream. And lo and behold, right across the street was a city pool. I didn't even know there was a city pool there. And the kid's like, hey, can we go swimming? And I was like, okay, I'll check. And there was doing signups at the time for Corona. And it looked, they got some slots opening up in 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and do it. We had all the swimsuits. We had all the things that I told you to put in your car, in our car. Did the swimming. It was absolutely awesome. They loved every minute of it. There was a park next door. They wanted to go to the park after we got done with that. We got a pizza locally in town, came back to the park and ate it, had this beautiful experience at night and just kind of enjoying it, and then started driving back at night. And this day ended up being what we called an adventure day that was completely unplanned, but I would say is in the top 3 things that I did with the kids in 2020. And it was completely unplanned, and it started with finding an ice cream shop and starting from there. And almost always the adventure will unfold when you start this process. It just naturally needs a push, and ice cream is that great push and equalizer. Now, a pro tip to add to this is I want you to also ask the locals when you're there for some ideas, because a key part of finding the unadventure or the untourist type things is asking the locals what would be a good thing to check out. Because oftentimes you don't know. You can't Google something you don't know. You don't know the key word to Google what you don't know, but the locals do. So strike up a conversation, ask the locals, ask someone at the ice cream shop maybe, or ask another family that you run into, what are some of the things you've enjoyed doing in the area, and to continue to go from there one step at a time. Don't stress that you don't have a plan. I know in the military you need a plan. You got to have all these things worked out. The only thing you need to have a plan for is plan for spontaneity, plan for the idea of being open to whatever comes your way, and letting that day unfold in whatever way it's supposed to, and being okay with it. And this adventure day, I hope, will help you access a memory that, for like me, is something that I hold on to and will hold on to, and I'm looking forward to redoing with our kids this year on the other side of summer school, and creating something very similar to that and trying it a different way, and taking my own advice, finding an ice cream shop in a different direction and seeing what unfolds from there. That is all for this week's episode. Find an ice cream shop, start some adventure, and this is your invitation to be dad this weekend. And I'll be back again with you on Monday.